Here you go. Team Trump promises shock and awe. Do they know what that means? Yeah, they know what it means. The memo has clearly gone out. The phrase the incoming administration is using to describe its opening days is shock and awe. And then the article, I've got the highlighting in green here. They cite several examples: Tom Homan, Senator John Barrasso, Brett Baer, shock and awe, shock and awe, shock and awe. The term comes from Operation Desert Storm in Iraq. It involves technological revolution in warfare. The concept of shock and awe or rapid dominance has become a touchstone. The key to rapid dominance is to gain advantage over an adversary, query why we're using it in domestic setting, through overwhelming firepower, precise maneuver, unrelenting speed, continuous situational awareness of both friendly and enemy forces, and brilliance in execution. Concept's defining characteristic: paralyze the enemy's decision-making process and force immediate surrender by delivering such overwhelming force that resistance is futile.
Well, think about it. Almost 100 executive orders,
Yeah.
and many 400 executive actions, plus all the different cuts and actions that Doge is taking, which is extraordinary. What was interesting last week, I started to have subscribers complain to me that they were feeling completely overwhelmed because it was such a tsunami and they couldn't keep up and they just wanted to ignore it and let it all go. And
Yeah.
so this concept of paralyzing was working.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. The thing I worry about is like, well, I know I can't keep up with it all. And frankly, I can safely ignore the vast majority of it, but there's a magic bullet in there somewhere, or two or three that I need to pay attention to.
I think there are about 10. There are
Okay.
about 10 magic bullets, but
Yeah.
they all come down when we wrote the piece on the control grid, they all come down to exactly what is being done to build the control grid.
Yeah.
And that's why I read the transcript for the speech last night,
Yeah.
and I can just describe to you. So Trump did a very good job of highlighting a lot of positive actions that he's taken.
Uh-huh.
Things that his base is gonna like tight borders, dropping from the WHO, dropping from the Paris Climate Agreement, canceling a lot of the DEI, the men and women's sports, all that kind of stuff. So, and he highlighted RFK and Make America Healthy Again. He highlighted Musk, but he almost gave more highlight to RFK. After RFK has lived through the humiliation in the last week of measles vaccines, MMR vaccines, and anti-Semitism. So,
Yeah. He's not doing himself any favors, that guy.
well, here's what I'm wondering, because it was so bad, you almost wonder if he had anything to do with any of the things that were put out. Is whoever the Musk operation is reporting to, are they just putting this stuff out? And I can't tell whether they're just trying to humiliate him or squeeze him out.
Well, the op-ed under his signature was all him. There's no way around that fact.
Yeah. Well, are you sure?
Really.
Are you sure? Here's the thing. It's so much theater at this point that I don't know what to believe. It's not that I'm trying to put a positive spin on it. What Trump did was he marketed the control grid as something positive.
Yeah.
So what he said was,
Right.
the $5 billion for Stargate was positive investment to make America great again. So this is a good thing, and you have to give him credit.
Starlink.
Stargate.
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 God, you're
The
right. See,
500
I'm being shocked and awed right now. I can't
There
even
you
keep
go.
back.
The $500 billion for control centers to control all of us with an all digital monetary system and digital ID and social credit and AI. That's attracting $500 billion of investment to make America great again.
I thought Stargate was a Jeff Bridges movie from the 80s.
No,
Or maybe that,
Stargate was the announcement they did 2 to 3 days into the administration
no.
of Warp Speed 2.0, right?
Right.
You are suffering.
Yeah, right.
for
Yeah.
Stargate.